Hi everybody. The light seems a bit dim. Will it do? I hope so, because I don't want to go and get my ring light now. It's almost bedtime. Almost, not quite. So Missy Moo can't stop, can she? She can't stop. It's a compulsion with her. She was in my comment section on the video I did earlier and left one comment with a scathing remark at the end of it. And I thought nothing of it. I thought, it's just one of these trolls and taking a notice. And then a little bit further down, somebody else had commented, and she came in sneakily to reply to that person. And in doing so, she let the cat out of the bag, so I knew it was her. She referred to a video I'd made years ago regarding a woman I've been on friendly terms with for quite a while. And she brought that video up. She brought up somebody who'd been in my chat the other day and said that he'd been right on the mark when talking about me. Well, I believe that person was also Missy Moo. She's going round building all these fake accounts. So anyway, I don't normally block people, but I blocked the one from the other day, and then I was busy doing stuff. So I've got one person who I trust to go in and just, get rid of comments if necessary, only if necessary. But because I realised it was this moo cow, I said, yeah, go ahead, block, get rid. So that's what we did. And she needs to stop. She needs to leave me alone. And I won't forgive her for what she said about the experience I had, the horrific experience I had, that she not only minimised, but she called me a liar. It's only people who've got psychiatric problems who would lie about something like that, about being molested and raped. Not normal people. So another person who commented, and please excuse me because I haven't looked again and I can't remember your name offhand, but another subscriber mentioned that Missy Moo's parents are both pastors, and so, religious people, one would think, of course, being pastors. And then I got to thinking, these self-styled, self-described people who call themselves pastors, but not only pastors, but prophets, which is what Missy Moo's parents are doing. They say that they are prophets. What sort of ego must it take to be willing to describe yourself thus? I am a prophet. I am the light. I am the way. It's what Jesus said, wasn't it? And of course, these prophets and these evangelical movements, particularly, well, I say particularly in the US, but a lot of them are founded in the US, but they move around a bit like a blood clots and they drift everywhere. So the church that Missy Moo's parents founded 20 years ago is the, wrote it down, where are you, where did I write you? I don't know. Anyway, it's something like the Eagle Worldwide Ministries. That's the church they founded. And it's got lots of little franchises, if you would like. They probably wouldn't call them that, but little offshoots, little churches that have, you know, spun out from that central satellite all over the place. And of course, everything's going to be raking them in quite a lot of money. I mean, you've seen probably a certain family on YouTube who've got, is it 12 or 13 children and counting. She still wants more. And her parents were pastors. She was a nurse. She met him when her parents were working out, don't ask me where, Africa, I'll say off the top of my head, Ghana, I don't know. But she met him when she went to visit her parents, and eventually they married. He became a pastor. She became a pastor. And they've got all these children. They've got one of these great big residential vehicles, brand new, you know, brand spanking new, a swimming pool, a big house. They've got everything that you could think of. I'm not saying that it's ill-gotten gains. What I am saying is that pastoring, and particularly pastoring when it's linked to this prophecy lark, is big business. Very big business. But it begs the question, doesn't it? What happens when prophecies they aren't fulfilled? What happens when people are making prophecies and these things don't happen? Not just on one occasion, but on numerous occasions. What happens when these prophets and pastors are telling people to do one thing whilst they themselves are doing quite another thing? What happens when the self-styled pastors and prophets live life on the raunchy side, shall we say, or have children who live life on the raunchy side, who may have children involved in fetish sites? They may have children who have an account with OnlyFans and who pander to men and women, I suppose, who have particular fetishes. For example, Missy Moo. And she's got an OnlyFans account, if you didn't know, and no doubt accounts elsewhere too, whereby she panders to these fetishists who like feet. I think feet are the worst feature in a human, but there you go, there are flippers, aren't they? But she panders to people who like feet. And it's not as if she's got particularly attractive feet. As you'll see in the video that she made about me, referring to Hey Anne, telling me that she wasn't £350, and she's got the little profile picture are of her feet in white mule slippers with red toes poking out the ends, and they're not particularly nice trotters, to be honest with you. But then I guess they don't have to be. They don't have to be particularly attractive if people have got fetish. You know, as we see with foodie, it doesn't necessarily mean that the person who fulfills that fetish has to be attractive. They just have to be willing to degrade themselves for money. So anyway, I'm going off on a tangent again. But I'm going to look into more about this. Tonight I'm tired and I want to go to bed. But I'm going to look into more about pastoring and prophesying and what makes an itinerant pastor, which is what I believe Missy Moo's mother calls herself. Yeah, there's nothing I want to share with you off here. But I've been reading a little bit up on them. And what jumps out at me is this accountability thing. You know, if you read something in the news, if you are told something by your doctor, if you are told something by the government, which, yeah, we all know that can't be trusted anyway, but nevertheless, if you're given all this information and then some pastor prophet comes along and swipes it on the head, so to speak, shades of nada, and swipes it on the head and says, no, that's not the case. This and this is going to happen, and you must do to be saved. So what happens if the prophet is wrong? Are these people so absolutely convinced about their own ability to prophesy the future that they are willing to take that risk? I guess some of them are. I'll be back tomorrow, everybody. Have a lovely evening, whatever you're doing, and I'll speak to you in the morning. Night, night.